Hello everyone, and during this video we will be covering 3D geometry. In my hands here I have two 2D nets, which can be folded down to a 3D solid. These dotted lines here are called folding lines. These lines indicate to a person where he or she are to fold their cardstock to form their 3D shape. This 2D net, which I have here, when folded down, it will form a triangular prism. Now, do you see these extra sides which have to be folded down? These might not in reality form part of the actual 2D net of a triangular prism, but they will assist me later on to put some glue on them, or in this case double-sided tape, to help me fold my 3D solid. Without these flaps, your folded object will not be able to keep its shape. In fact, it will fall apart immediately. Alright, now this is how the shape should look like. Here we have a triangular prism. But now let's remove the protective piece of paper and let's start attaching our flaps to the sides right next to them. Okay, let's peel the paper off to reveal the piece of double-sided tape. And let's start assembling, or in this case, folding our 2D net. Okay, now it's time to fold the last side. Let's tuck the last flap behind the other side, as you could see here. Let's press those sides firmly so they would stay attached. Okay, and done. That is our folded triangular prism. Now in the next part of this video, I'm going to be showing you different methods on how to fold a 2D net to your 3D solid. The two methods of folding that I'll be showing you here will only work on paper-based materials. So we have our fold lines, which will help us know which side to fold. Now the first method that I'm going to be showing you is called creasing. Now what creasing is, basically you will be using a tool to compress that fold line to make it easier for yourself to fold the sides. Now, unfortunately I don't have a creasing tool, so another ruler will have to be used. So let's put our main ruler next to the folding line. And let's compress that folding line with our other ruler. Okay, when you're finished, all you have to do is just fold that side. Now let's do the same with the other side. Use your ruler to compress the folding line and then fold that side. As you can see here, creasing, the method of creasing, does not scratch or damage the paper in any way. And that is why this method is popular with hobbies such as card making. Now let's continue by creasing these two flaps. First, always compress the paper and then fold. Again, compress the paper with your ruler or creasing tool, and then fold. The next method that I'm going to be showing you is called scoring. Now, scoring is a method where we scratch the surface of the paper to make it easier for us to fold. Now, to scratch the surface of the paper, I'm going to be using the tip of a pair of scissors. Now let's start. So put the main ruler next to the folding line, and then with the tip of the scissors, we're going to scratch the surface of the cardstock right along that folding line. Now fold. As you can see, it's much more easier than creasing to fold thicker materials such as cardstock. And as you can see, while scoring, I've left a scratch on the paper, on the surface of the paper. Now, since I didn't press too hard, on the back side of this cardstock, both of them look the same. Okay, now let's do the other side, this other triangular side, by using the scoring method. And let's score those two flaps over there as well. So ruler next to the folding line, and then scratch the surface with the tip of your scissors, and then fold. Once again, the same thing with the other flap. Okay, and then fold. Okay, now let's score the last flap of this 2D development of a triangular prism. And there you go, all of the sides are folded. Now this is how to fold things neatly, especially when you're using thicker card material, by using the two methods of creasing and scoring. Obviously, you'll use the method which suits you the most.